hear, or they can hear us, they can't see us at present. And I'm gonna see if that's working. This is like the most basic bitch stream right now. Let me check the old YouTubes and make sure it's going too. Let's see, motherfucker. Always block, I don't want any of that shit. Geeky Gamer Podcast. And are we online? Yes, we are. Sweet. Excellent. Excellent. Let me see if it sounds okay. Give me 1 second. Richard, say the ABCs really fast.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O.
So we are good. It sounds like ass, but it works. Hello everyone, this is Geeky Gamer Podcast. Of course, I'm doing the tech today, which is why it's so good. It's so good. We're on Twitch as Dreadlore. We're on YouTube as Dreadlore System, as well as Geeky Gamer Podcast. I didn't change it. Patreon is patreon.com/Dreadlore. Want to give some shout outs to Patreon, Tim Roberts, Daniel Holker, Nostalgic, of course. Street Cred, we often do music which is white bat audio and all lowercase letters, but not today because, well, I'm doing it and Ken is in town, and so he's going to be here. And that's just kind of how it rolls. Just accept it. Accept it. Richard, would you like to introduce yourself?
Richard, yeah. I've known Will for a few years, back since China. I think it was either, 2016 or 18, something like that.
Yeah. I think I got there in 2017. It was
pre-pandemic. Yeah.
17, 18, 19.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, somewhere around there.
I left before 19. Oh yeah, and did we game? We gamed.
Oh, we did. We did game.
Speaking of...
We did some Dreadlore, as a matter of fact.
That we did. It was actually the newest... So I'd finished up the first version of Dreadlore, and that's pretty much what you ran, or what you played in. But Jeff convinced me to... actually, Jeff and Derek convinced me to do Dreadlore Relapse, or, get back into it, Redux. And that's where all this came from, and it's where it cajoled me into creating the book and actually finishing the game. So now we're working on a little bit of an errata. Since the last few years, we've had basically an extended playtest. And this is sort of like working on Dreadlore 1.5, I think, or 2.5, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of character creation with this new rule set. And okay, rule set's not the right way to say it. There are a couple different rules from the actual core book. But you could still play the game using the core book rules, right? There's just some tweaks that I think make the game slimmer and just quicker. After playing a bunch of rules light games with you guys, and also Punksicle, do you know him?
No.
Nigel?
I've heard the name.
Yeah.
Don't think we've ever met.
After playing like Monster of the Week, Mythic, what's another one? Mothership. What are some of the other ones we played?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Or Cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It kind of got me into this feeling of, and seeing most of the Free League games. So that's like Mortborg and Mothership is a Tuesday night games one. Death in Space is one that they have. Anyway, I was like, well, it seems like people these days, they want like little manuals. Like if you go over 50 pages, then people get like their panties in a twist. How big is the Mythic book?
Well, the Mythic book is a couple hundred pages, but it is only roughly 15 pages of actual rules. And the rest is just one page for each knight and one page for each seer. There's 72 each of those, so that's 140 something pages right there.
So it's mostly just like tables and that kind of stuff, and a little bit of lore. Yeah, but the rules are very tight. So you could actually, I wonder if they have a book that is very small.
Yeah, I do not know.
Because that seems to be like the going thing, where you have a manuscript almost that's not even bound. It's like stapled. And a lot of times it's not even color. So a lot of the Free League games, which they're like doing really well, you'll get Death in Space, for example. It's just like 4 or 5 little manuals, like this big. The artwork's cool, but they're laid out. They really don't explain a lot of stuff. So I was sitting there like, well, if people don't have time or don't really want to go through the book, the character creation, spend an hour like really delving in and immersing themselves in their characters for like a campaign, right? That seems to be like a gatekeeper to playing Dreadlore. Because if you don't know the game at all, it'll take you 45 minutes, an hour to make a character. Because you have to learn, if I say, hey, place your aspects, you're going to be like, what the hell's an aspect? Right? You've got to learn that. And it's like, oh, well, what does a 1 mean versus what does a 6 mean? You want to be able to make those decisions. Brawn and wits, what do you use those for? So that takes a lot of time. So I was thinking it might be kind of cool to have tables, and you can roll randomly. It's Ken! This is Ken.
Hello.
Have a seat.
Hello, Ken.
This microphone is not on.
Okay, good.
We're going all out. This is your character sheet.
Is that me?
Yep.
Do I get to keep it afterwards?
Yeah, you get to keep it.
I brought you a gift.
Oh, thank you.
It's a napkin from the Madonna Inn.
From the Madonna Inn.
Very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello. Greetings.
This is Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, how's it going, Ken?
Where are you, Richard?
I am currently in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oh.
Yes.
Does anybody else say that except for me?
Oh, I've heard it a few times. I used to live in Kansas as well, so.
Nice.
And then where are you from?
I am from Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay. Okay. I've driven through there or been to the airport there.
Yeah.
So we are online, by the way.
Oh, are we streaming?
Oh yeah. I mean, the sound is perfect. Let me tell you, it's perfect. Yeah. I guess I could turn this on.
What are we streaming to? Are we on Twitch? You can follow us on Twitch. You can give us a coffee at Dreadlore.
Yeah.
Or the Geeky Gamer podcast. Follow our Patreon.
Yep. We've got 2. It's patreon.com/dreadlore, and also, which is the one that's on there.
It's now public.
Now we have patreon.com/geekygamerpodcast. You don't get shit for it.
No, you don't. Just punishment.
You don't get anything for it. Well, we do make games. All right, so the idea here is you roll, completely roll up the character. So all you really have to decide is,
Class.
no, all you have to decide is your name.
Part.
Now, I will say this, the aspect, so your stats, you have brawn, wits, mind, and grace. So 2 mental, 2 physicals. I don't have the math completely on those for the rolls. So we're gonna use an idea. It's gonna be all over the place, but it could be kind of fun. Okay, so you're gonna need all your dice. You're gonna need dice.
Yeah, but these aren't the weighted dice that I like.
Those are not your weighted dice. Ken only rolls high. Like he rolls like in a abstruse. Is that a word? Abstruse? What does abstruse mean?
Obtuse?
No.
Abstruse?
Abstruse.
Is that like...
I mean, I'm trying to say ridiculous.
I don't think that is ridiculous. I think
Abstruse means difficult to understand.
I feel like that's...
We'll
it
do
is difficult to understand.
He has an abstruse amount of tens. It is difficult to understand if he's
Look at that.
cheating.
I rolled a 10.
That's not a 10. Maybe that's part of the problem.
That's a double 0 is not a 10?
Oh, yeah, that is. This is a 1.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 1 and a 10.
You rolled a 1 and a 10.
So I got 2 successes.
Yeah.
And then
So
I rolled
many
a 1 and a
successes.
2.
So
So
many
oh, I rolled a 10 again and a 9 this time. So that's 4 successes.
I just got him out of the hospital. Right. Okay. So, you're gonna need D10s. You're gonna need a D20. Use your dice. Oh my God. Be careful with that orange D20 because it's cursed. There was a woman who gave it to me, and we dated. Anyway.
Did thing.
Okay, so typically in Dreadlore, the Dreadlore system, you can apply to lots of different kinds of settings. The book itself has its own sort of high fantasy setting called Craster. And to explain that, imagine Lord of the Rings, but the bad guys won. That's basically what Craster is, okay? Mm-hmm. So we can do like a high fantasy thing, but we're not going to. That would be easy.
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
Frodo failed.
Frodo failed. That's actually on my, it's like spray painted on the Shire walls. Instead, we're gonna do something that is ridiculous. We're gonna roll up Star Trek characters. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's kind of in preparation for a game that I want to run. A Star Trek game. Okay. Do you know much about Star Trek, Richard?
I mean, probably not as much as others, but I actually just, interestingly, came across my feed a Star Trek, Star Wars, talking about Andor and talking about how with Star Trek, there is this idea of material needs have been taken care of. You've got this directive that everybody's working together for as a team, self-sacrifice, so forth. Whereas Star Wars has more political infighting and backstabbing. And the video just kind of covered those differences, basically talking about how the different universes, one is everybody's on the same team, working together, meaning when it comes to the Federation. And it's portrayed that way, right? Spock sacrifices himself,
What?
so forth. Yeah. Whereas in Star Trek, in Star Wars, you have people trying to CYA in order so they don't get choked out by Darth Vader and so forth. much more internal political strife.
It's interesting. I would like to see the video. Of course, for that video to work, it's got to compare certain aspects of Star Trek and Star Wars. Because if you think about the original 3 movies, it's not that way at all, right?
Right.
The Rebellion are homogenous. It's the wrong word to use.
Right.
But
No, what about Lando?
Well-
Lando kind of did some betrayal, and then
he wasn't part of the Rebellion.
Yeah.
He wasn't part of the Rebellion until the end of Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was, like you said, not necessarily cherry picking, but he definitely was focused on, and again, to show that I'm not very familiar, he was specifically talking about an Andor series.
Yeah, so Andor is spectacular. The thing is, Andor is like, in my opinion, that's like peak Star Wars. Like, it doesn't deal at all with the Force, but it's spectacular. If you like dark, nitty-gritty stuff, there's a couple decisions that I was like, I wish that they had made a different story decision, but it's a spectacular couple seasons. They do a great job in it. The thing about Star Trek is, one, you have a lot more Star Trek. I don't know, if you add the cartoons, maybe it's not the case, now that I think about it. But there's a lot of, like, primetime television Star Trek. And there's a couple that are, canon breaking, especially the latest ones, like Discovery, do what you want with it. Starfleet Academy, I don't know much about it, but I was like...
It's a hard watch.
I'm not interested in... They're changing the IP quite a bit. So barring those, whether you agree with that or not, if you get into Deep Space Nine, middle 90s, lots of politics. TNG, The Next Generation, the season finale of season 1 is about how the Federation higher-ups have literally been infiltrated and are working against the Federation itself. You get into a thing called Section 31, I believe, where it's basically like the secret police of the Federation. You get into Maquis, huge deal, which is where this game actually is going to take us a little bit. It's the idea of, they call Earth paradise, but it's only paradise if you follow the rules, because it is a utopia, right? The moment you deviate, and for example, you want to eat meat, like, you're not allowed to eat meat. Like, you have to have, like, permits to do that, right? Because they're space vegans, yeah? Everything is, they use, like, energizers to replicate stuff. So,
yeah.
So in Next Generation, when Chief O'Brien, I don't think he's the chief yet, but O'Brien, he marries Keiko, and he cooks for her, he's this Irish guy, he cooks for her like real meat, and it grosses her the fuck out. All the weather is controlled. So there's like, TNG kind of gets into these ideas of, they'll meet settlers, and they'll be like, why are you going to some far off place we don't want you to go? It's gonna break this treaty with whomever. And they're like, we're tired of being controlled. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting, like, how Star Trek, it looks like a utopia, but the more they start getting into it, the more you realize they're just holding it together.
I think that's the problem with utopia.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's good for some, but maybe not everybody.
So the log line for this campaign, this eventual campaign, is the Federation is out there, which is supposed to be ominous. So the idea is that you guys are not a part of the Federation. You're like somewhere in the middle, and maybe you were former Federation, maybe you're a spy. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're rolling randomly today. But I think for the actual campaign, you would make who you want to be. You'll need a D20 for this too. Oh, you got one. Cool. Okay. So, where are my things? My Star Trek chart. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is get your the races. Okay?
Racist?
You racists? So on your sheet, you're gonna see at the very top,
Halloween.
you're gonna see sort of like your character story. Those are just traits, right? They describe your character. Don't worry about that right now. Below that, you see the box where it says title traits and then title traits. We'll fill out a little bit of those. I actually tell you some of that stuff. One of them is race, and the other one is sort. And that's what we're gonna roll for here, okay? So what kind of race are you?
Okay.
What's your sort? All right, so
Gotcha.
roll D100s.
Twice or once?
Just once.
51.
You'll be rolling lots of dice for this entire thing. Everything is
Okay. I am a 73 racist.
Okay, so you rolled a 51. That means you're a Klingon.
Yeah.
Okay, so Klingon, and what'd you get? 73.
73.
You're an Orion, which means you're one of the green people.
Orion.
Yeah. Like the famous like Kirk gets the green girl.
Yeah.
You're one of the, you're one of the green people.
Orions are interesting.
Hottie. He was hot.
Okay.
It's the thieves, right?
Roll roll D12 and tell me if it's high or low. So 1 to 6 is low. I need all the dice. 1 to 6 is low. 7 to 12 is high.
Who tells what? I need a D4.
5.
Okay, and you're 73. So, your sort is the fringe. So just fringe. So what that means is you are not a part of the syndicate. You are not in the mafia of the Orions.
Gotcha.
Okay, and would you roll?
I rolled off the table.
Low, and you're
2.
Klingon.
Dose.
Where's Klingon? Oh, so you are not a mercenary, you are part of the Empire. So sort, you're Empire.
Okay, I get you.
Okay, for yours, sorry you can't see, my bad.
It's very dark in here.
It is very dark in here. You guys can turn the light on if you want.
Sorry.
I just hate lights. I hate lights.
Good, I'm left-handed.
That's right, you are left-handed. Okay, so for traits, on tier of play, both of you put seasoned.
You did this to me.
Both of you put seasoned.
Okay. On.
Okay, I'll just put it over here.
No trait. Yeah, there.
Tier of play.
I got you.
For your focus, put burning. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. For you, being a Klingon, your trait for, let's see, nature is warrior's heart. And then you being a Orion, your nature is charismatic.
Of course.
That's right. All right, so you get 2 more traits, and you can put them wherever you want in those titled traits. Okay, so this part I haven't actually completely gotten down, but you do get these. One is honorable.
Where is that in the?
Wherever you want.
Oh.
So just place it in one of the things, and then the other one is fury. For Orion, persuasive. So just any of your title traits, if it fits, put it in there. And then pheromones.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So that's those. Okay, for your aspects, so that's on the right side, the crunch. You got brawn, mind,
Gotcha.
grace, and wits. Now, I've been thinking of a math way of doing this that actually is balanced, but we're just going to use the really basic bitch way. Okay, so aspects can be 1 to 6. So roll a d6 4 times, and as you go down, whatever that number is, put it as a rank in your brawn, mind, grace, and wits. You'll notice that rank is above the box, okay? So don't put it in the box, put it above the box. Because you're gonna, whatever the rank is gonna determine the die type you actually have.
So I don't roll 4 at the same time.
Yeah, you wanna do them one after another.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
Not great.
Not great.
What?
You put it in the box, Ken.
I gotcha.
Hold on, I have a... I don't have one.
I have it.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
I stole it.
Oh, you did steal it.
Put it outside the box.
Yeah, on top of the box, yeah.
Oh, I did it twice.
Okay.
Okay, what did you roll?
I rolled 4 for brawn, 2 for mind, 5 for grace, and 1 for wits.
Okay, so
You're not witty.
roll again, and you can take the better of whatever you rolled.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
What?
You rolled exactly the same. Okay, that's better.
Oh.
That's way better. That's exactly the same. Are you okay?
Well.
All right. This may be better.
No,
You
it's
want to use
fine.
like a real pen, pencil?
I'm fine.
He's using a pencil that's this big.
Hey, it works.
All right. So, whatever your ranks are in brawn and mind, add them together, and that's how many plot armor you have.
Okay.
So, where it says plot armor is something of something, the right side would be how much you have. All right. Whatever your ranks are in grace and wits, grace and wits adds those together. Those are your cunning.
Okay.
You guys will have
Got
two,
it.
you guys will have 2 backgrounds, which means you'll have 3 breath, because it's backgrounds plus 1, and that's all your stats there. Okay. Now both of you roll a d6. Okay, your phobia,
Oh, I got.
which makes sense.
One.
Klingon. You can just put it.
5.
So you are under derangements. You see dissociative. You don't tick one of the actual boxes for dissociative, but note that dissociative is your derangement. So to the left of dissociative, you can actually tick that box. If you tick all those
Okay.
boxes, you go insane and lose your character.
Gotcha.
And you can gain other derangements. This just starts you out. Okay. Backgrounds. So you have 2. We're gonna roll and see what you guys get. All right.
Is it percentage?
No. Well, kind of. Roll d10s. So roll 1 d10, both of you.
Okay.
Beats.
So you got a 4. What'd you get?
7.
Okay, so 4 is fortunate. So that's your first background. 7 is ranger. So your first background is ranger. Okay, now roll another d10. If you roll a 10, let me know for sure. So ranger is your second.
3.
Trace, devout.
Devout ranger.
Yeah. Okay, so for ranger, we're gonna get what your gifts are. You get 2 gifts for your first background and 1 for your second. So roll 2d8 and tell me what each of the numbers are. Same for you.
I would do it for fortunate.
Yeah, you'll do it for fortune.
Okay. 2d8.
So, well, you gotta speak up so they
Got
can.
a 6 and a 2.
Okay, so we'll do Ken's first. So your first one is fortunate, right?
7 and 5.
Okay, so the first is. Let's see. Sociable.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 gets you lineage. And then what'd you roll?
6 and a 2.
Okay. Give me just a second. Let me freeze this frame so that I can actually see where I'm going. And your first one is Ranger, correct?
Yes.
Okay. 6 is territorial. And 2.
Okay.
2 is hard.
Hard is good. That's what she said.
Okay.
So on your character sheets, on the flip side of it, the back side, you're gonna gain some ninja gear, so some equipment. You gain 1 medium and 1 light weapon. Just mark it down. And you rolled a 6 as well.
Me?
No. He rolled a 6 and a 2. And then you also get a vehicle of some sort. Okay, and then what were the 2 numbers you rolled?
Oh, that's a good question. 7
And 7
lineage.
and lineage and a 5. Okay, so you get. Oh yeah. So lineage gives you better treatment. So you get a trait called better treatment.
Sure.
And then what was the first one you rolled? Sociable.
Yeah.
Sociable. You get the benefit of the doubt.
Nice.
So benefit of the doubt. Those are technically, they're not traits, they're actually abilities, my bad.
Nice.
Yes, you just gain 2 abilities off of it. And abilities started at D4. Okay. Your second background, roll a D8, and your second background, roll a D8. It's so hard to actually speak up when someone's sitting right next to you.
Nope. Well, I mean, the fortunate thing that we have going for us is there's a lot of compression, I'm sure, on your microphone. So you can be kind
4. Devout 4.
Devout 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Deceiver is the gift you get.
Very nice.
And you get more equipment. You get 1 blessed vessel. So basically you took something. What'd you roll?
6.
And this is for
Ranger.
Ranger. A 6. You get territorial. And you get a vehicle.
Nice.
All right, so we'll get to that stuff here in a second. So that's backgrounds, races. We need. Okay, we're going to determine what your abilities are. So, at the bottom left of your sheet, you see proficiencies. What proficiencies are rerolls. Okay? And you get a certain number, you get 6. So you have 6 proficiencies. Why do I not call them rerolls? Because I'm hard-headed, and I want it to be called a proficiency. I should probably just call them rerolls, but I like to call them proficiencies. So you get 6 of those. What that means is any die, you can say, I'm going to reroll it. You have to take the result, so it's called a mulligan. And you can do that as much as you want.
6 times.
Yeah, 6 times. So damage dice, whatever die you roll. You also get 6 abilities. Now, the way that we're going to do this actually does have some little bit of stank on it. A little bit of math on this. So the way that abilities work, they allow you to justify doing stuff. So, for example, let's say you want to fly a starship or something. It's like, well, can you do it? Well, maybe you can, right? You can just bid a trait and do it. That's how Dreadlore works. You bid a trait, you can do something. But if it's something particularly hard, like dogfighting or being in an alien spaceship or something you've never seen before, if you have an ability for it, that allows the arbiter to say, okay, well, I'm going to adjust the difficulty, or maybe you don't even have to roll because you have an ability, all right? The other thing an ability does, when you activate it, and you activate by bidding traits, we'll get into that mechanic here in a second. Basically, your traits are your resources. If you want to do something, you bid one, it's exhausted until the next scene. Whenever you activate an ability, it gives you an extra die. Now on your sheet, it tells you what that die is. They all start at D4s. So, any ability you have, if you activate it, you gain a D4 that you're going to roll alongside your other dice. We'll get to what that means. This is just the mechanic. You can upgrade abilities. So, instead of it being a D4, it could be a D6 if you upgrade it. If you upgrade it again, it's a D8, all the way up to a D12. So you would roll a D8 instead of a D4 or instead of a D6. So you're literally boosting that die type, okay? When we're rolling randomly, what we're rolling for is one, what is the ability you get? But two, does it have any upgrades? Okay? The way the mechanic works, if you have upgrades, it lowers the number of picks you have for your abilities. Okay? So you have better abilities, but fewer of them. Now, if you go granular Dreadlore method, you just get to choose what are you going to do, mix and match, but that takes a lot of time. So we're just going to roll, and hopefully the math works. Okay, so both of you roll D100s. And remember what you roll.
Nope. Not well.
41.
Okay, and what'd you get?
The lucky number 13.
Okay, now roll a D12.
Oh no, this is not 13.
That's a 13.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a 13.
Now roll a D12. So your ability is determined by the D100. The higher you roll on the D12, that's going to determine how many upgrades it has, if any.
11.
Okay, so you got a lot of upgrades. All right, so let's figure out what the ability is first, and then we'll tell you you both have upgrades on them. All right, so you rolled a 13. Okay, roll your D100 again. So this is a tactical ability.
91.
91. Okay, 91 is about 10%. So you have an ability called Stovokor Resilience.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome because he's a Klingon. Stovokor is their hell, by the way. It gives you a trait called Unbreakable as well.
Oh nice. I know that one.
And what it is it's basically unconquered. You can soak a D4 plus 1 damage. What did you roll?
41.
41?
And 11.
So this is a command skill. So roll a D12. Remember the 11, by the way. So roll a D12.
4.
Okay. You have an ability called Make It So.
No, nice.
Go. Captain Kirk.
No, it's Picard.
Picard.
Oh, it was Picard. That's right. Make it so.
So under traits, so not your free traits, right? Under the bottom,
Right.
yeah, the other traits, you get 2 traits from this. One is called the Captain. The other one is called Execute. So these are just traits. They're resources for you to spend later on. And Make It So allows you to basically order people around. Okay, so you rolled an 11. That means you have 3 upgrades on this. So on Make It So, you'll be at a D10 because they started a D4.
Okay.
Okay? But what that also means is you used 4 of your 6 picks. So you're only going to roll another time for upgrades. Or I mean, so for abilities. Hold on you.
9.
For you, rolled a 9. So it has 2 upgrades.
So there's a D6.
So D8.
D8. Yeah, okay.
Okay? And you've used 3, which means you have 3 more. He has 2 more. Okay? Both of you roll another D100.
100,000 million. 77.
I was wrong. You have 7.
88.
88. Okay, so...
Oh, weird.
77, 88. Okay, so 77, that is an operations ability, which we'll roll randomly for it.
Okay.
And then you got an 88, which is a sciences. All right, interesting. Okay, so we'll start with you. Hold on a second, because it could be a different die. Operations, roll a d12.
D12. 10.
Interesting. LCAR's database sync. So LCAR's, if you don't know, is the in the Next Generation. So if you know the Captain Kirk era, their controls are like 1960s style buttons that bleep and blink, right? In TNG, there's like this weird, almost like a what do you call them? Not surface, like data pad. And everything,
like a touch screen.
Actually, that is an operating system that was developed for the Next Generation. And I mean, it's not a real operating system, but like it actually has rules. And it's called LCARS. So it's like Windows for the future. And the way it works is, because it kind of like messes with canon, the way it works is, however you personalize, like AI style, mess around with something, it starts to work and habituate itself to how you operate. It's pretty cool. Okay, so LCAR's database sync. Total recall of starship mechanical blueprints, and you have eidetic memory.
Eidetic. Is that a trait?
No, it's just what it is. You have, when it comes to mechanical blueprints and system schematics, you have a photographic memory. That's what that is. And you'll roll a d12. And then, Richard, you rolled sciences. So
88.
roll a d100. So what'd you get on your d100?
Well, 12.
12.
Nice.
Ooh. What? This is interesting. This is a stupid word. Temporal prognostication. Prognostication is soothsaying. Okay? Divine a future tactical timeline to be wheel, woe, mixed, or masked. What it means is this. You can gain a few seconds, almost like a spider sense for the future. Okay? So you can say, wait a minute, like a prescience is what it is, right? It actually allows you, if you want, you can ask the arbiter, me, hey, so I'm about to open this door. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it neutral? Or is the future so uncertain that I just can't glean anything from it? Gives you a little bit of like the player, a little bit of a cheat, right? So like in a situation where like, are there 50 Borg on the other side of this door? Maybe you don't know. But if it's definitely the wrong way, be like, oh yeah, it's bad. So you don't do it, right? Okay, roll a d12.
Gotcha. Roll a what?
Roll a d12.
D12. All right. Nine.
Okay, and that means it has 2 upgrades on it. So it's at a D8. So that'd be 3. You actually have 1 more ability that you get because I forgot you have 7, not 6. What'd you roll? 3?
Yeah.
That is 0 upgrades on it,
Nice.
which means you have 3 more. Okay. Roll a D100, both of you.
All right.
Sorry, there's lots of rolling because it's the whole sheet.
Yeah, no.
It's good though. It seems like it's probably faster this way.
Well, if you're like sitting there looking at the book, you just do it.
Yeah.
You don't have someone like telling you shit. So 84.
67.
So that's a sciences. 67 is an operation. So we'll roll for it. So roll a d100. And for you, Richard, roll a d12. I'm gonna put this on.
2.
Oof.
No.
All right, so Richard, yours is triox analysis, and you gain a trait called analyze. Triox analysis. It means when it comes to chemicals, stem packs, etc., you're really good at knowing. Basically, you have chemistry.
All right, gotcha.
Space chemistry. What'd you get?
41.
For sciences, this is the one that's a little wild.
Sciences.
Sciences. Say 41.
No.
The bioconduit.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? This is silly. Basically, you can use a tricorder or like medical devices to heal.
Right.
That's what it is. You know medicine when it comes to like how to use equipment. Okay, so Richard, you're out of picks, which means that's just at a D4, but you are not, so you need to roll a D12.
D12.
And the highest you can get is 2, which you almost certainly did with the 9. Actually, a 9 is literally 2,
That's
so it's
a
at
6.
So it would be a D8 because it starts at a D4.
Okay. So 3, 6, 7. 7.
Yep. All right, your abilities are done. Let's go to weapons. Okay. So the way weapons work, typically you get something that protects you, something that you can attack with, and something utilitarian. All right, and then you get extra shit for your backgrounds, assuming you got that.
Not me.
Well, you did. You got the mount.
I got a vehicle.
You got the vehicle. So let's roll for those. And give me a second. We'll do weapons first because those are a little bit more fun. So what would this be? So I have 2 different sheets and I have to kind of look through. Okay, both of you roll D100s.
He said I got a medium and a light weapon.
So this is going to be in addition to that? Yeah.
Okay. 94.
Okay, so 94 is going to be a heavy weapon. And we'll figure out what those are here in a second. We'll go through them all. What'd you get?
72.
Okay.
72 is a medium weapon. All right, so those are your weapons. Let's look at... Armor's not really a thing, but you guys could have it. That kind of stuff. So roll another D100. We'll find out what kind of armor type situation you're getting.
Ooh, I rolled a 1.
You get light armor. So you're gonna write that down somewhere.
56.
56 gives you medium armor. And then for utilitarian items, both you roll, we'll say 2 D100 and tell me what those are. So 91?
No, it's a 19.
Oh, it's a oh, right, 19.
23 and 81.
Okay, so for the 19, you got a handheld laser scalpel, which works with your medicine stuff. You're like a Klingon with like a medicine bag. And then what'd you get on one of yours, Richard?
23.
23 gives you an emergency flare.
Oh, no.
It even works in a vacuum. You can burn down Los Angeles with that.
Like that old dude.
Apparently, yeah.
And then what
I
was
just
it?
went by that today. I think the first
80,
Hope so. What was it?
81.
81. A microfiber cleaning cloth. Anti-static.
I got one of those.
It's a sham wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a 90.
That's funny.
All right, 90. You get. You have a plastic container
It's for my,
Yeah.
it's for my specimen.
We won't spoil.
of Grappo Gloop, which is Play-Doh. you have a Tupperware of space Play-Doh. Lord Almighty.
You were having a good time when you wrote this.
Well, I mean, I definitely used AI on some of these things. This was last
Come up
night.
with
I was like, I'm
100.
gonna do Star Trek, and I just wanted to see how the mechanics worked. Like, was it brutal?
All right.
I will obviously go through the abilities and make real abilities. Because essentially what it did was it renamed a lot of the Dreadlore abilities. Like, the Snowball Core thing is literally a Dreadlore ability.
Yeah, it is.
It's just renamed. And, you know, when it comes to the random mundane stuff, I think using AI is fine. Because it's like, it's whatever weird words and shit.
Sure.
But you want to go through it and make it cool. And especially on the abilities and such. But yeah, I'll go through it like eventually and actually make it right. Anyway, so for Ninja Gear, let's see. This is all stuff you don't need. Right, so weapons. So what your weapons are. Let's find out what they are. This actually, we should do this. So for any of the weapons you have, how many do you have?
3.
3? And how many do you have?
0.
You have 0 weapons? What, you rolled a...
A laser scalpel is a weapon? I feel
No,
like-
no, no, I asked you to roll...
I have one.
you have a medium weapon, right?
Medium.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so roll a d100 for all of your weapons. And this is going to tell you what kind of weapon it is. Basically, is it ranged? That sort of stuff.
70.
So 70, you have a ranged weapon.
77.
77 is a ranged weapon. And then your other 2?
Okay, so I'll say the light is ranged. The medium is 34.
That is an impact weapon.
Okay. And then the heavy is 91.
Nice.
Okay, those are... well, those are... They kind of like limits what it is. Those are knucks. So like some sort of gauntlets or something you wear in your hands.
It sounds like a bad
Okay.
It might be an explosive. We'll find out. Okay, so for your weapon, now roll another d100. And for you, you'll roll 3 d100, just down the line. And this will determine what it is.
26.
So 26 and you had a ranged?
Yeah.
26. It is a type 2 phaser. The damage on it?
Okay, for the...
Go on.
Go ahead.
So the damage on it, because it's Starfleet issue, you can modulate it. So it can do D4 stun or 2d6 plus 1 kill.
Okay.
Go ahead, Richard.
Okay, so for the light ranged, I got a 15.
Okay, so the 15, you have a type 1 phaser. And
Okay.
it's weaker, so it has a D4 stun, which is just what stun is, and it can do 2d4 kill. So the idea is, whatever
Okay.
setting you have it on, that's the damage type. Yours does 2d6 plus 1. His does 2d4. All right, what about your other weapons?
Okay, for the medium impact, I got a 62.
Okay, 62. This is very appropriate. An Orion Assassin's Falchion. So it's a blade.
Okay.
It does a D4 plus 1. And it has a toxin on it. So when you wound someone, it deals them damage over time.
Shit.
Roll a D12 to see what kind of toxin it has.
Okay. Seven.
Okay, so it has a type 2 toxin, which means it does 2 extra damage on the following turn.
Okay.
Jesus, that's actually pretty gnarly. So toxins and poisons act for 3 rounds. So in total, it'll deal whatever you roll, and then for 2 damage, then 2 damage, then 2 damage. So it'll actually deal at least 7 damage, which
Right, minimum, yeah.
can kill a motherfucker pretty fast.
And then for the heavy,
Yep.
You called it a Nux?
Yeah, it's called Nux.
Nux?
Nux.
Okay. Yeah, Nux. 48.
Okay, so for that one, it's the same thing. It's the falchion. We're gonna make it an explosive instead, because the Nux thing is really for the Craster setting, because it's like, how often do you do that? So 48. Klingon concussion grenade. So I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
You can do one of two things. You can have a certain number of these grenades. So we'll basically roll like a d6 plus 1 and see how many grenades you have. And they'll be Klingon concussion grenades. Frag grenades is what they are. Or you could have literal space gauntlets to punch people, and they'll just deal a little bit extra damage. So the idea is the concussion grenades deal a good amount of damage, but you run out of them. If you have literal space knuckles, you don't run out of it, but they do a little bit less damage. Which one do you want?
I'll just do the grenades.
Okay, roll a d6 plus 1.
Yeah, I'm
You're a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, exactly. 6 total.
Okay.
Meaning 5. We rolled a 5.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you have 6 of these. They are Klingon concussion grenades, and they will deal 3d6. Sorry. Yeah, 3d6 plus 1.
Ooh. Gotcha.
So they might, you could roll 4, all roll shit
Yeah.
and deal 4 damage, but still 4 damage is not, that's not something to shake a stick at. Okay.
Is there a blast radius on those?
So in Dreadlore,
never mind. We'll figure it out.
no, it's fine. In Dreadlore, there are ranges, but it's much more like Mothership, where it's sort of, it depends on the situation. If you're in a starship, your range is not going to be 10 feet. You're talking about hundreds of miles. So if you're on foot, it's going to be a medium distances. You can get there in combat and attack. That's a medium distance. So how far is that? It really depends. If you're on the ocean, it's 20 feet that way because you got to swim laps to get there, right? So it's medium range is within combat range. Close is you can reach out and touch someone. Point blank is you are touching someone, right?
Yeah.
It's very what's the word? It's abstract is not the word, ambiguous is not the word. It suits wherever you are. If you're in a scene and you're on a horse and he's in a starfighter, your ranges mean very, very different things. So it's elastic in that way. So to answer your question with these grenades, if you're within a medium distance, yeah, you're in the blast radius for 100%. You know, if you're in a long distance, you're still, that's a grenade. You don't want to be anywhere near it. Okay. Okay, so...
Grenades on a spaceship.
Grenades on a spaceship. What's Klingon grenades? Listen, the Klingons, actually, you really should have, since you're in the Empire, you really should have, at the least...
A batleth?
No, not a batleth. And batleth is pretty badass. It's the, Katag? It's the little blade they keep on their belt. You actually have to have one since you're Empire. So go ahead and write that down.
Was that a knife?
Yeah, Klingon knife, and it does 2d4. It's technically a light weapon, but it does almost medium damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like a ranged weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fucking gnarly. Those things. Okay. Armor. We need to do armor. So what was the armor you rolled?
Medium.
Okay, so this is space armor. You know, you're probably not rolling out in like plate and shit and brigandine. So think of it like a space suit. It's however you want to flavor it. What it does is it gives you +4 plot armor. Unless I'm pretty sure it's +4.
That's pretty good.
I need to remember what my frickin' book says.
It's heavy armor?
You have heavy armor?
No, I have light armor.
Oh.
But he is heavy. It sounds like...
No, he has medium armor.
Oh, nice.
Let me look at this really fast. Let me look at the book. I can't remember what my damn book says.
Be right back.
Yep. Let's see, armor. I actually have a physical book, and I'm just not looking.
Well, you can always PDF it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Because it takes longer, even though it looks like you've got...
Yeah, I'm looking at the special armor, though. Medium, oh, it's +6.
They just, yeah. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Light armor's +4.
No, I think it's +2. It's +2. And then heavy is +8. Heavy is really nice.
Light armor is +2?
Yeah, light armor is +2. We'll say since it's Klingon armor, you get a +3. Yeah, I haven't developed that stuff. They obviously have really nice shit. Okay. Although Klingons are all about, you know, martial prowess and stuff, but they're about hard mode.
Yeah.
Like you go in, you don't wear a helmet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. Well, it's light armor.
Unless it's Kelvin Universe.
Yeah.
In Kelvin Universe, they actually armed up and were prepared for battle.
It depends on which one you are.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Let me take a look at this. Proficiency you have your abilities, you have your ninja gear. Starting traits you decide as you play. You got all of this stuff. You need to add your plot armor here for your your +3.
This is how I always did it. I would always go like...
Yeah, I always show it.
6.
Richard, I was wrong. You get a +6 plot armor for medium. Not +4.
And it's got a couple of traits.
But that's in Craster. That's in Craster. And also those are flaws, so they don't actually add to the dice. But we won't mess with that here. We'll say in the future armor works. Right. So the only thing to do now is calculate your aspect dice, and it's a very simple calculation. Whatever your aspect rank is, you multiply that by 2. And that's the die type you have. For example, if it's a rank 2, then you have a die 4. 2 times 2. If it's a 1, then you don't have a die.
Write that in there?
Yep. So I put like D, whatever. So for example, Richard, how many ranks in Brawn do you have?
6.
Yeah, so you have a D12.
Too bad you can't use your proficiencies when you're rolling up a character.
That's pretty fair. That's true. But it wouldn't make sense,
Yeah.
right? Because you're like, oh, I can reroll it. Well, I guess you get 6. It just complicates it.
Yeah. I mean, you start with less proficiencies.
Oh, that sucks though.
Yeah, no, less like used proficiencies.
Oh, well then that's not really like, you just wait till a scene and you get it all back.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I think if you want to like spend proficiencies to do it, sure.
Yeah.
And
so
then your proficiencies are
and
gone.
Then you have 5.
Because your aspects never change.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then you can actually use advancements to regain proficiencies.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea. If you want to do it, sure. Yeah, so there's an idea. Although this complicates, but whatever. If you want to use proficiencies to re-roll your aspects, you can do that. But it means you start the game, your proficiency maximum goes down. So for example, let's say you have like a 1 and you want to re-roll it. Now you start the game with 5 proficiencies, not 6. Now the caveat is, when you advance your character, you can buy proficiencies. You cannot buy aspects.
So can I use that roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that just goes to a 5.
Well,
So now it's a 5. It means that you're underpowered at first, but it does mean like you get 6 mulligans on your aspects. So you could roll all 6s and have d12s for days, which is why the math on the aspects doesn't work right now. Because you got this guy. He's like,
yeah,
oh,
so,
look at it, both 12s. He has
well,
2
right
12s.
now on my aspects, I've got a 6, a 5, and a 5. The only one that's lower than that is my mind, which is a 3.
Yeah, so you might as well
So
mulligan it and just go down to proficiencies.
But do you take the higher of the 2, or do you just take whatever?
Mulligan. So
Right.
you take the result.
Right.
But I mean, here's the thing. Like right now, he's got 2d6 and 2d12. That's overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
Like way overpowered.
It is.
So the math on aspects right now doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I can take it back. If you
Nah, fuck it. You're real smart. Well, say you can
Yeah.
do it once.
one time.
You can do it one time with you can drop 1 proficiency if you want to do
It's
it.
still a 1 in, it's still a 50-50 bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's 50-50. So,
And 3's pretty good, but if you could
but
get
you know what?
4, 5, and 6 is pretty good.
So,
Yeah, but I've already got
High shit.
what is it? I've already got high shit except for mine, and mine's a 3. So I'll just keep what I got.
Yeah, 3's
You're not
not
gonna
bad.
ride the lightning. Okay.
Right.
So, what die types do you have for your aspects?
Well, I mean, if mine's a 3, what would that die type be? A D6?
D6.
And then the 5 and the 5 would be a D10?
Yep.
Yeah. So the die types I have is D12, D6, D5, D10, D10.
Yeah. And then your D6, D6, D12, D12, which is hilarious. It means Grace, you're extremely good. Makes sense for a Klingon. Wits, you're right up there, but you're actually kind of like lithe. You're just above average when it comes to brawn and mind. Kind of makes sense. It means you've probably been in space a lot.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then what about you? Oh, wait, you just said it. Yeah, you're just like fucking Orion tough. You're above average in mind. 3 is above average. 2 is like low average. 3 is just above average. But yeah, you're like this specimen, just pheromoned out. So that's it. You guys are done. Now you'll note there are some blanks. Those blanks, those traits, it's up to you during the game to generate. So for example, you get 5 starting traits, right? So Unbreakable should be down here.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Those are free traits, which means, let's say you're in a situation where it's like, hey, there's a transporter malfunction. What do? And you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna say Chief Engineer. I know how transporters work. Boom, write that as a trait. Now you've got it. You can't change it, but you can literally in the moment decide who your character is. The reason for this And it's one of the sort of core aspects of Dreadlore is after the first session or two, you are playing the character you want to play because you're literally playing your character that way. And you like know how they work. So all at the top, this little storyline, you say what your name is, that's up to you. You're a what, that's a trait, that does 1, what, and 2, what. So those are 3 traits. Your name is also a trait. Titles, all traits, starting traits, etc., etc., etc. So the mechanic is, on your turn, if you want to affect the fiction, if you want to change it, okay? I don't mean like opening a door. I mean like, I want to open this door and break it. Or something that literally, people are trying to get in the door, and you're like, oh, I'm going to seal it shut. To do that, you bid a trait. And that is a stepping off point for what does that scene look like. For example, let's say he's a Klingon, and let's say he has, a trait like Fury. He bids a trait Fury, seals the door. Well, how does that look? That's going to look very different. The description's going to be very different than intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh, I bid intelligent. Oh, how do you do it?
Bang on the door to make it's a metal door. It's a metal door, so you bang on the door to get the door to jam. Yeah.
So Fury, maybe he just dents it so it doesn't open, right? Intelligent, maybe he locks it, whatever.
Yeah.
So the bid shapes the scene. Now the only time you roll is if you're opposed or if it's particularly different. So for example, let's say the Ferengi that are trying to get into that door put their foot in it. Okay, well now you need a throw down. And there's a threshold you have to beat. This is based on successes, and we can get into the mechanics later. But the idea would be, you always roll a d10, that's your action die. You always have that, and then whatever associated aspect die. So if it's Brawn, d10, and for him a d6. If it's you, what aspect would you roll? And you get to determine that.
Right.
Usually,
it depends on.
It has to make sense.
Yeah.
So if you want to say, oh, I'm really fast, it's a grace. Okay, so d10, and what is your grace die?
D10.
Yeah, so 2d10. So you'd roll 2d10, and you're looking for successes on those, which we can get into what that means. Basically, the higher, the better. Let's say you want more successes. That's when you would say, okay, I'm going to bid a trait, any trait that makes sense, to activate an ability. If it's an ability that's been upgraded, that gives you an extra die. You can do that for Ninja Gear as well. Right? Ninja Gear is a D4. You add traits to it as you advance. It boosts a die, so you can get extra dice this way. And thereby get potentially more successes.
Get more successes.
Based on your tier of play, that determines how many you can do. So you guys are tier 2, you're seasoned. That means you can do 2 abilities, 2 Ninja Gear on your turn. So you could be like, I'm going to activate this ability and this ability, 2 extra die. I'm going to activate this Ninja Gear and this Ninja Gear, or this Ninja Gear twice.
Sure.
So you're rolling 4 dice, your action die, and your aspect.
Something I never understood super clear is the, that unbreakable. Like if I bid unbreakable to activate the, what is
You
it?
speak up.
Is it not even? It's not even registered.
No, it registers. You're just not talking about.
It's got a compressor in it. I'm not super worried about it.
Does it have a compressor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It should have. I mean, I can look how low.
Oh, it does. It does. You're right.
Look how low I can talk, and it still gets it.
You're right. Okay. You're right. All right.
I don't know if I can pronounce it. Sphere. What is that? Something reliance. I don't know.
I have no idea what you wrote.
Sphere of reliance.
Stovocore. Resilience.
Sphere of reliance.
Yeah.
Stovocore resilience. Mm-hmm. And it's upgraded twice, so it's a D8.
Yep.
Does that mean it's 3D4?
No.
What does it mean?
So the way this would work, we'll just we'll just explain some mechanics. Richard, you're in the corridor. Ferengi are trying to get through the door. You guys are standing next to each other. What do? They're gonna kill you guys. You're in a starship. You're alone. Save for you.
I mean, obviously try to keep the door shut.
Okay.
With my brawn.
Okay. What do you bid to do this? So it can be a trait you have or one you don't if you have a free trait, which you do.
Yeah, which not the free trait, but just looking through.
And abilities can be bid as well. It doesn't mean that they go away. It just means that they're exhausted for the scene. You can still activate the abilities. You just can't bid them as traits. And it's the same for Ninja Gear.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything for other than brawn to keep the door closed.
You cannot bid attributes. Those are not traits. Those are all crunch.
Right. So I don't know if I have any trait that applies to holding the door closed.
Yeah, so this is on the player to decide. In that situation, how do you do it? And if you have some title traits that you don't have filled out, make up something. Or you can say, okay, well, I just can't do it. I don't hold doors shut.
Yeah, I think if Klingon stand up and some Ferengi are there, it's like, let them come.
Yeah, I want him to roll dice is the reason that I'm doing this. So let's say that you do have a trait. What would it be? I mean, you have brawn out the ass, so surely you're muscled or athletic or something like that.
Right. Let's
say your physicality. Let's give your trait a physicality a trait. That's at the top. Title traits. So you're super muscled out. Are you like Arnolded out, or are you like lithe? Lithe is not really the right word. Are you just dense, athletic, pumped up with stems? What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm trying to because I'm envisioning. I mean, as we were rolling up the characters, I'm envisioning a female character actually.
Okay.
Nice.
That is basically some sort of therapist who uses her pheromones and her her charisma to make her clients motivated or demotivated depending on what her goals are.
Okay.
So, but I guess she apparently works out at the gym as well. So maybe she's like what are those? I'm trying to think. The woman who's a fitness guru, Jill Michaels, something like that, or I can't remember her name. But anyway, so yeah, maybe she's part therapist, part fitness.
G.I. Jane.
But she had like super strong legs, like she power squats. So she'd use
Ryan Power Squat.
Power
squat. I love it. So let's say you did power squat.
How about like thigh crusher as a trait.
Yeah, thigh crusher is good.
And she uses that to keep the door closed.
She goes all Chun-Li on her.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what you do, but because we're trying to show some of the mechanics, I'm gonna make you throw down on it. So you roll over with your big ass, your power squats, and like kick the door closed maybe. So you have to throw down. Now a throw down is your action die and your relevant aspect die. So roll them both.
Well, okay, so I know the aspect die is a D12, but what would be the
D10? Action die is always a D10.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a couple situations that can change, but honestly they're optional rules, and it's just easier to say you always have the D10.
Okay. So I rolled a 10 and a 4.
Okay. So the way the successes work, a 4 to a 7 on a die is 1 success. An 8 and higher is 2 successes. You add up successes.
Right. So 3 total. Yeah.
Exactly. So 3 successes. So sometimes the arbiter tells you what the threshold is, sometimes they don't. It's a meet it, beat it situation, but if you meet the threshold, it's limbo. This is degrees of success. Limbo means yes, you succeed, but something unintended happens. Could be good, could be bad, could be neutral. Beating it means it's a clean success and what you wanted happens. The more you beat it, the better it is, and you can gain points, narrative points on top of that. The worse you do, the worse it is. So, you got 3 successes. We're going to say it's a bunch of Ferengi. They're actually way stronger than they look. We'll say that this is, you needed 4 successes to get to limbo. So threshold is 4. So you're failing right now, but you're not failing by much. You're in there, you're preventing them from getting through, but they're gonna get through. So the question is, it's still your turn. You can activate abilities. You can activate ninja gear to gain extra dice. You could do proficiencies to re-roll if you want. What do you want to do? You can do 2 abilities, 2 ninja gear.
I mean, what I would try to do, actually, is let the door open slightly.
Okay.
And throw a concussion grenade through it.
I love it. So that would be on your next turn. So what would you do? Since you see her go up, throw her ass in the thing, kick the door, but you see they're starting to come through.
Yeah.
You see the mischievous look on her face, and she's like fumbling in her satchel for something.
I would bid Ranger to activate my, what's it called? I can't read my writing.
No, you can't.
Stovacor Resolve.
Resilience.
And just get hard.
So...
and just block the door.
So to answer his question, damage dice are not based in successes. Damage dice, you just roll on whatever the number is you get. So for example, if your gun does 2d4 plus 1, let's say you roll a 2 and a 2, so 4 plus 1, 5, you deal 5 damage, okay? The thing is, let's say you activate an ability, and that ability has an extra die. Extra dice are successes. Damage dice are straightforward. All the rest of the dice are based in successes. So to answer your question, you gain that die, and it's based in successes. Now, you're not, technically that ability absorbs damage, but you don't need to do it right now.
Yeah.
So, you're going to do that. We're going to make you throw down, so action die and probably brawn.
Yeah, I would say, what if I did grace instead?
Well, you're trying to use your body to block the door.
You're right. I gotcha.
You want to use grace because it's a D12.
Yeah, I know. And that's a D8?
D6.
A D6 and a D8.
Well, I'm talking about your aspect die.
Yeah, it's a D6.
So D10, D6, and a D8. Yep.
And then a D8.
So he bid. What would you bid to do it?
Ranger.
Ranger, and then what'd you bid to activate the ability?
The Stovacor.
So you bid itself. Okay.
Yeah.
So he bid Ranger to do the action, and he bid the trait Stovacor to activate the ability to get the extra die.
And just position myself in such a way at the hinge of the door.
Yep, right where she is.
Yeah, right where they are to hold it back. It looks like 3 successes.
Okay, so 3 successes. We're going to accumulate. I said threshold's 4. You got a 3. You got 3. So you guys are over. As he's holding the door, it's your turn. What do you do? The Ferengi are like, they see you. You're a woman. Ferengi are horny motherfuckers. They're like copping fields and shit and talking like, "Why are you wearing clothes?" Because that's women shouldn't wear clothes.
I just chunk a grenade.
Kunk.
Through the door.
Okay, you chuck the grenade. You don't need to throw down for this, but you do need to bid something for it.
Grace.
So you cannot bid aspects.
All right.
Anything on the crunch side, you can't bid. You can bid abilities. That's just a character sheet problem. But anything above that, you can't bid.
What's the problems?
Right. Well,
Or your name.
Just a second. One thing I don't think we resolved, we didn't resolve the vehicle or the blessed vessel.
Oh, yeah. We do need a roll for that.
Yeah, I don't know what my vehicle is either. Mid fight, we're like, what are you driving?
Hold on a second.
Well, because I'm going through and I'm trying to figure out what I want to bid, and all of a sudden I've come across this blessed vessel, and I'm like, maybe I want to,
Maybe we'll bid that. Let's find out.
Holy hand grenade.
Right.
Let's see.
That was a shout.
We're gonna use the actual Dreadlore thing for that because that's what it's from.
Yeah.
Blessed vessel. Okay, so, and it'll be great because it'll be like some ancient, vessel, like from some ancient like Picard style planet.
Came with the flute.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So roll a d6. We'll find out which one it is.
Blessed.
2.
You have a page, okay, of the Paginae Monastronum. So the page is the monster manual is what it is. A coveted manuscript, the Paginae Monstronum, was supposedly pieced together from the ramblings of various witches and mystics throughout the ages. The information on the complete manuscript said to contain the true names of the gods and beings of power. Yeah, apparently you have one of them, and there's only 7.
Oh, nice.
Although several pages of these small manuscripts exist. Yeah. So it's like this. It's like a piece of the true puzzle.
A little parchment of the god.
Very nice.
That's probably why the Frinky are after us.
That's probably what the Frinky are after you. That's what it is.
No, they're after me. They're after me and my thunder thighs.
Thunder thighs. All right, so you have that for your guys.
That's just bonus.
Okay, both of you roll a d100. We're gonna see what kind of vehicles you have.
Vehicles.
It's gonna be awesome if you roll what I think you're gonna roll.
Not me. I didn't roll it.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I of course used AI on this. It's absolutely ridiculous. What'd you get?
21.
21. An Oberth class science vessel. So you have a science vessel. It's probably like an actual spaceship. That's probably you guys are probably
83?
on the spaceship. 83. It's ridiculous.
Do you have a board cube?
No, board cube is on there though.
I know, I saw that. If you're
no, it's the SS Botany Bay.
Ah.
It's just pulling from Star Trek. So what it'll be is you got the Page Monstronum from the SS Botany Bay. Like basically you got on there, the Khan was all like sleeping and you grabbed this from something that they had. We'll say that you have, let's say, hold on a second. Because you can't have the Botany Bay. Let's see. Remove specific war vessels.
I bet that changes the numbers.
Probably.
Well, it gave you some lip, is what. Oh,
That did some motherfucker. Okay, roll again, Richard. And go ahead.
D6 or D or what?
Having a science vessel. I think
D100.
What do you want?
D100.
D100. Okay.
God.
What does 21 say?
Most of these are just ridiculous.
29.
A medical ship.
Yeah.
I
mean,
both of you have Federation. So essentially, where you all are right now,
I got rolled an 80 in that one.
you have Federation property, which is one of the reasons you're on the fucking run. Like, how it is, you're stolen it, we'll figure out whatever that is. Would you go?
80.
Early Starfleet, 22nd Center, Daedalus class starship.
Okay.
It's actually better than a science vessel.
Yeah.
I mean, not in terms of like fighting, but in terms of like rocking and rolling.
Moving.
Yeah. I mean, it's an actual like a cruiser rather than just a science vessel.
It feels weird to have two ships. I feel like
we'll figure that out. Yeah.
We just have that in storage, cold storage somewhere.
Yeah, you'll have it somewhere. That's kind of cool. It's cool too to have like a Daedalus vessel, like you have it like parked at some station, just in case you need it. And then what was the vessel you have?
Botany Bay?
No, we're gonna have the Botany Bay.
No, medical ship.
Yeah. You have what'd you roll?
129, I think.
Yeah, you have an Olympic
Medical.
class medical ship. I need to actually see what that is, because that could be huge. Star Trek. It's the problem with fucking using AI. Let's see what this is really fast. Oh yeah. So if you've seen Next Generation, specifically the end of it, I'm pretty sure the maybe not actually. I think it's the vessel that Crusher has at the end of TNG. Anyway, what we're gonna say for right now is you're on that ship, and that's why you had it.
All right.
And then if we use these characters later, which would be cool if we did, for the actual campaign, then we'll actually figure out what kind of ship you have when I've had time to not AI it. Because this ship is literally from the future.
Just science.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We figured out.
Cruise ship, wouldn't it?
I thought so, because it looks like it.
Yeah, that's the Daedalus design as well. That big round.
Yeah,
it's like the Death Star.
It is her ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a warp 13 drive.
Yeah.
Stupid. Okay, so that's how it works, and that's your characters.
Well, that's what you get when you have future sense.
It's true.
You can do what.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sableton says hi. I bet he said hi a while ago.
Yeah.
Sableton, why didn't you jump on?
Yeah, I mean, what up, dude?
Awesome. Okay. That's pretty much all I have. I just wanted to make characters and kind of run you through it. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to mess around with Star Trek. I think it'd be a lot.
Yeah.
Very fun little campaign.
I kind of have a feeling that we are not what the Federation likes. I feel like we're the wrong side of things.
How do you feel about the random stuff? I mean, barring the AI, random, just silliness.
Well, no, I mean, the random stuff is fine. I just, I think it's something that the individual then has to learn how to embrace the character versus the way, because when you create a character, I think you have a little bit more buy-in initially for that character because you put the effort in to try to design the character you want. Whereas the random character, you may or may not, and you don't have, at least for the first session or two, you probably don't have as much invested in it because it was all randomly generated. But I think that you naturally, if you embrace that process, then you naturally begin to find reasons to invest in the character. So for instance, immediately upon the randomness of it, my mind is going through, sexy orange woman, pheromones, charisma, what type of character can I extract from this?
Right.
And, and then the glimpse into the future thing, I start thinking, I can see slightly into the future. So therapist type deal where you know what they're thinking ahead of, and they think you're just omniscient. They think you're incredible, but you can use that to your advantage to where you're like, you really want to get a divorce, don't you?
Yeah.
How did she know?
Yeah.
How did she know I was thinking about getting a divorce?
Yeah.
And because the character, from what I'm gathering with charisma, persuasion, pheromones, glimpsing the future, is less. I mean, I know I rolled good brawl score, but I would put my traits more towards mental, more of a mind type character, even though my mind's a 3. But
so I think that would be how it would roll, is like this idea of all the traits that, you get a bunch of title traits that are just free. And then you get traits from playing and also from advancing. So the idea is that your traits are your character. And you can really go out into that and focus on mental stuff just on your own. Be like, oh yeah, well this. That's where you get into actually playing it. When it comes to the mind, the way that I would mess with it is I'd say, well, she's smart, but it's really not about her being so intelligent. It's about it's like a knack she has, like a gut feeling situation. So
that's right. It's
you can play
chemistry.
Yeah,
it's like here's your Ozempic.
Yeah.
Here's your
she's got
like so
her great grandmother or something was like Bajoran or something.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
So
what's her wits?
Yeah. What
do you have in wits?
5.
Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to charisma and wits is mental agility. Mind is mental raw power, right? So she thinks good on her feet is the idea. Probably not like she's competent, but she's really in the moment is the idea,
Right.
Anyway, so the random stuff, I'm sure that it can go wrong. I'm sure people can roll characters that just are all mismatched and all over the place.
Sure.
My idea is that if people wanted to sit down and play Dreadlore, and they don't want to have to do a ton of investment, they could be like plop 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 plop. Cool, here's our characters, and they play.
Well, it took a lot shorter because if you did this, because we played a lot of one shots kind of like randomly, where we just went to a place together with friends and we're like, we're gonna play some Dreadlore. It took half the day to roll up a character sheet.
Yeah.
You play for like 2
because you get
hours.
into it.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, wait a minute, I want to make these decisions. Well, what would my character have? And I think that's really fun if you have time for a session 0.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do a one shot, I also think it's kind of cool. So I have this random idea here, these random tables. Where this is leading, once I actually get it non-AI'd in the ways that matter, I'm building an app, a web app, basically like the Mothership app, and it'll take you through a choose your own adventure. And so what you do is you go through these 10, 15 steps. It's literally like an old school King's Quest. And multiple choice, you answer the questions. You technically can die. But there's a couple points where you can be like, I'm just gonna let the gods decide. And it randomizes your character. It's like, oh, there you go. But the idea is, this is almost personality test wise. And there's your character. It's how you played through that scenario. There you go, bam. And so it will give you what you guys have right now. There's blanks, but it's a character that you played through. And because you kind of played through it, you kind of know how that person is. That's the eventual goal. And then I also have these things called playbills. And that idea is, instead of it being random, it'll say, okay, choose of these 4 options for your aspects. choose of these 4 options for your nature. And you literally just take the character sheet and circle. And you're like, oh, this is what I've got.
Right.
So you want to play like a fighter type. There's a fighter playbill, right? You want to play a scavenger or like a rogue type, a rogue playbill. So a lot of the work's done, but it's up to you to make the decisions. You're like, oh, okay, well, I want to play a wizard type. Okay, well, this is 4 different builds for a wizard. Make your selections,
right.
And there are blanks that you can customize it however you want. But it takes a lot of the mental energy out of it. And you don't have to look at the book at all. You literally can just be like, these sound cool. Okay, what do they do? And it's all ways to get people like our buddy John. He wants the book. He wants to make a character from ground up. That's his kind of character. Jeff, I could see Jeff loving this random stuff. Like, oh, just give me one.
I'm always big into the random stuff, just because I like to see what happens and for just go with it.
And for like Ken, I don't want to speak for you, but I think you like random, but you would want to marry a random character with like the playbill.
Yeah, I enjoyed this random character. I also see how to make the random. Like, I did not want to play Klingon.
Yeah.
But I think with this character, he would be one of the TOS Klingons from early on.
Yeah. And
not have the ridges. Or
right. Which would be really interesting. That'd be really interesting to play. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of versatility if you know the lore.
Yeah. That's the other thing with when you're playing like a splat. You know, if you're in Craster, it's one thing. It's in the book. And you can kind of do what you want. But if you're playing in Fallout, or you're playing in Star Trek or Star Wars, the more you know about that splat, the more you can delve into the game, you know? And it's really just, you're playing the system. You guys chat, I'm going to use El Baño. Since we're still GG.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got to go in like 10 minutes because I got a thing at 5. But yeah, I mean, I played Dreadlore back in, I think it was 2018, where we were just coming up with traits and just bidding the traits. And so it was very light on mechanics.
Sure. Yeah, I liked this version is kind of the version I played. I played it. He did a small game, kind of like a fast-paced game called Cursed, that was loosely based off of this. But I actually prefer the Dreadlore system a little bit more. Anytime that you have adjectives that describe a character versus just a bunch of numbers on a page, I feel like it gives you more insight to do role playing. We just finished Mothership a few weeks ago, and I found it difficult to know who I was, who the character was, and I don't really enjoy just throwing down dice for every task that I want to do. I want to have some leeway on kind of creatively thinking around situations.
Whatever the situations, yeah. Now with Mothership, there's just don't get me wrong, I enjoy some of the quirkiness of Mothership. It can be fun, but the trees, the skill trees and stuff like that, kind of locks you into a few very limited options, and then advancement is just not going to happen. It's not a system really designed for a long, extended campaign.
We home ruled a little bit, and so we did have some tree advancement. But I wanted to stick to the character. I picked an engineer at the start, and so I had to come up with the engineering ways out of violent situations, and it was difficult because I would go and do something and then not play.
Right. yeah, which happens, right?
Yeah. Whereas I think with Dreadlore, it's like you're kind of forced to play. a bit.
Yeah. So
It's
anyway,
definitely good
well,
to
maybe we'll see what happens with the Federation not being part of the Federation and them looming off in the distance or somewhere out there.
Are you playing next week? Is that been decided?
Oh,
You don't know. Is this just
no,
like a moment?
don't know. This is,
I roped him
it
in.
came up.
Yeah.
He said, "Are you available?" And I looked at I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm available until like
No.
5:30 your time."
Yeah.
No, 3:30 your time.
2:30.
No, 2:30 your time. So I'm available. Yeah, like another 7 minutes.
That's two.
And then I was like, "Yeah, okay." Because anytime I can game, I enjoy it. Trying new things and so
Can't help you.
very nice.
Can't
Anyway,
He's got room. He's
Cool.
gonna dance.
all right. Well, how long are you gonna be there?
Me?
How long?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I leave tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Give me just a second, Richard. I'll be right back.
And then just keep the tour going.
Okay. All right. Well,
We leave.
hello.
We're in California till next week, I guess. But yeah,
Okay.
it's cool to be back in Cali. I feel like I'm back home a little bit. I missed being here. It was fun. It's
And so, how long is the overall tour?
10 days, not long enough.
Okay.
Not long
Nice.
enough. I'd come back for 2 months if I had it, if I could. Not longer than that though. That's enough.
Richard,
Okay.
I would like to, if people are available or whatever, I would like to actually run this Star Trek game. And it obviously will not be a random story, but like just playing this little bit, the idea of you're on some ship, you have this page from this ancient culture that everybody wants. For some reason, there's a gaggle of Ferengi after you. You're with this rogue Klingon guy. You're this Orion girl who's like got prescience. That's a cool fucking Star Trek episode in my mind. So in the event that you're interested in like continuing or like actually getting into a game, let me know. And just figure out a time that we would share. I think Cameron.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
I think sketch.
It depends on scheduling and all that other stuff. Because right now, I mean, my schedule is fairly open. It's hit or miss from day to day. It changes every day. But I usually arrange stuff like this around. I'm compared to Telvin and Jeff, I'm highly flexible.
Yeah, I feel
the people with real jobs.
All right, let me end the stream real quick. Hey everybody, if you joined, thank you very much. Sometimes we use white bat audio in all lowercase letters. I want to thank the Patreon peeps: Tim Roberts, Daniel Holker, Nostalgic. If you want to help us out or connect with us, Dreadlore on Twitch, Dreadlore System on YouTube, also Geeky Gamer Podcast. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/Dreadlore. And this has been, Dreadlore and the Geeky Gamer Podcast. Next week, I think we're going to be back with Linen Tapestry and John's game. So if you have any questions, about Dreadlore itself, go to dreadlore.com. Let me show you this really quick. There it is. And you can find pretty much all the materials that we've been working with, and all that good stuff. All right. Say bye. Bye.
Bye.